The first day of the week, the trucks are rolling, the buses are rolling. And that became a novelty for all those first disciples, because they got together on the first day of the week to break the bread in continuity with their experiences. And ever since then, we're breaking the bread together. On the first day of the week, breaking the bread together. I was wondering if I can go down through the reeds here. I don't think if my trousers all attached to all this stuff. I think I better do a different plan. I was going to go down by the water edge. Maybe we can do it this way here if the dogs are quiet. This stuff has grown so much here. The topic today of the readings is about an unpretentiousness. I like this word to get a grip on the topic. The word humility obviously is very easily used and well used. And another word would be modesty. To be modest, to be in the sense of, again, unpretentiousness. I think unpretentious is a word here that's unequivocal about the meaning of what's being addressed here. And I think it also leads us to a root of that simplicity, that modesty, that humility. Because it's not a feigned humility where we want to, at the end of the day, fake a humility and then be honored for our apparent humility. Because that would also be would be counterfeit. It wouldn't be true. It would be show and appearance, and therefore fake, empty, vain, pointless. No fruit from it. No lasting fruit for sure. Maybe in the beginning an impression to get a photo with the pop star, the sports star. We love to be with the stars, you know. I apologize to those who got cut off. I forgot to do the Wi-Fi disconnect before I went walking. That's life. Can happen. So if you have an old wretched tractor like this one, or you have this imposing, stylish tractor, you know, the two farmers showing up together at the market, who has the bigger tractor, the better tractor, who plows the most in the field, who wins the most medals, who has the most likes. You know, it's a typical measuring thing we do. And then because we jump higher than the other, we run faster than the other, we accumulate more stuff than the other, we think we're better than the other, we're greater, we're to be more admired. And we also test the others against the various scales of importance and greatness. And I have a bigger yacht than you have, a faster one, a nicer one, more expensive one. So we're building kingdoms here on sand. And the winter rains come and the water rises and washes it all away. And really this is also the backdrop, because of the second reading and the last lines of the gospel reading. For you will be repaid at the resurrection of the righteousness, and the heavenly Zion, the heavenly Jerusalem, the festal gathering of the angels. We don't have that here. We do in a way. Maybe somebody is guessing what it is. I'll leave it for the homily today, if I remember to say it then. A foretaste. A genuine foretaste. You have not approached Mount Zion, or these other big mountains up here in the border of Lebanon, or Mount Hermon up here in Syria. You have approached the heavenly Zion coming down on earth. Then I remember another line now: my kingdom is not of this world. Wow, the shoreline is becoming exposed. I'm not sure when is the last time we were able to walk up here on this side of the vegetation. So humility is not about playing games in order to be more honored. Humility is real, and really the first question is, what do you have that has not been given to you? Okay, we study hard to get a degree, to get a post, try to use our connections to get appointed. Very human thing to do. But really at the end of the day, it's gift. And then if things are gift, how can I be pretentious? And if the strengths I have about which I am pretentious are going to be gone in a day, like the grass that withers in a day or in a year or 10 years, it really doesn't matter, you know. The dictator is going to fall off his chair at some point, off his throne. The despot. How can I be proud about something that's falling apart? It's just, the falling apart is just not visible yet, but it's coming. And so, if everything I have received, then I need to be grateful in order to be in the truth. And if everything is falling apart, it's the last time I need to be even considering that that's my worth, because I transcend all that worth. A human being is worth more than the entire universe. I really think of poor Herod Antipas. down there in Tiberias, about a mile south of what the buildings we were seeing. And he has his party and everything, and he has his heyday, and his daughter dances lovely, and he executes John the Baptist. You know, he has his moment of glory of showing that he is a boss, that he's in charge, but the incredible remorse and the downgrading of his inner resolve to do good that's given to every human being from the beginning, in some measure, damaged, whatever, in the heritage of sinful world. And then we ourselves have contributed to evil, so we can't be judging the others. We have to be asking for mercy. So the whole teaching of humility, also as illustrated by the words in today's readings, has extraordinary relevance in the scriptures, all over the scriptures. The battles are won not by might, not by trust in horses, or whatever big things we have today. There was a fish jumping right now. The battles are won by the Lord. The inspiration for our words is from the Lord. Everything. So we can be just grateful. Isn't that a wonderful way to live? To be just grateful. And not to be pretentious. And to be able to sit with anybody, the poorest and the greatest, because we're all the same. May you have a blessed Sunday today as you process the great teaching of these readings. And you serve in your family, or you go and visit a neighbor. You go and do something kind for somebody in need with no expectations. What a way to live. Great serenity and peace. See you later, alligators. Have a blessed Sunday.